What would you do if your car broke down tomorrow and the repair cost $2,000? Or a pesky squirrel nearly cost you the value of your truck?
Or if a large medical bill hit your mailbox and your budget wasn't ready?
Today, we're unmasking the 4 biggest mistakes people make with emergency funds and how to avoid them. And several of you have asked for the squirrel story, so I will tell that at the end, I promise.
This is Michael, and I'm April, and this is Retirement Unmasked. Emergency funds are your financial airbag. They protect you when life crashes into your plans.
Mistake number 1 is not having an emergency fund at all. This sounds pretty basic, but this was us for decades. Here's the scary truth. 24% of Americans have no emergency savings. Only 46% of people could cover 3 months of expenses. Even a very small emergency fund can give you something we all need, a little peace of mind. We need to be able to sleep when our head hits that pillow.
That's not just a number. 24% is 1 in 4 families who could be thrown into credit card debt or loans after just one surprise. We don't want to see that happen.
No, we don't. So a question for you. If an emergency hit tomorrow, how many months of expenses could you really cover? Drop your answer in the comments. We're all about real talk, so no shame at all. We are financial rookies in many respects, so learning from you is part of why we started this channel.
Mistake number 2, using it for the wrong things. We'll be honest, we did this.
Yep.
We dipped into our emergency funds for vacations and things that were wants and not needs. And prom and homecoming dresses were more expensive than my wedding dress. And someone here liked to purchase a firearm now and again and justify it by saying it could be used in an emergency.
It could be used in an emergency. Better to have it than not have it. And we learned the hard way. That's really not what it's supposed to be used for. An emergency fund, it's a buffer. It's not a backup plan for overspending. But at times, you do need a backup gun.
Okay, you got me, yeah. If you've ever been guilty of this too, type guilty in the comments so we know we're not alone and what you would spend money on.
Mistake number 3 is not saving enough. Here's the guideline. Save 3 to 6 months of the essentials: housing, food, transportation, insurance, and debt payments.
63% of people say they'd feel safe with 6 months saved, but only 27% have it. We just squeaked into that 27% club, but it took years of discipline, and it took years for us to do it. It was painful, quite frankly. We are not wealthy by any means, and we have kids in college, a mortgage, cars breaking down. Life just happens, you know?
Life definitely happens. Mistake number 4, not rebuilding the fund after you use it. Quick fact, 1 out of 3 Americans tapped into their emergency funds last year. And that's fine. Emergencies happen. But the mistake is not rebuilding it. We've had medical bills, the battle with the squirrel, and with our 2002 SUV and our 1993 Ford truck, we've had lots of breakdowns too.
If you've ever drained your fund and had to rebuild, let us know how long it took you in the comments. That helps other viewers and us.
So, where should you keep it? High yield savings accounts is our choice. They're FDIC insured, they give a decent interest rate, and they offer us quick access when needed. We are certainly not financial advisors. We're just telling you what we did.
Some people use money market accounts or CDs. Just don't put it in stocks or crypto. This isn't about growth. It's about protection.
So here's the recap. Don't skip it. Don't misuse it. Don't underfund it. And don't forget to rebuild it. Now for the squirrel story. We had some unknown engine wire trouble in our truck. And we brought it to the repair shop and they fixed it, but they couldn't really tell us how it had happened. We had paid about $850 to have it repaired. The next week, I walk out to the truck and I see a squirrel sitting on the front tire of the truck. And I think, this can't be too good. So I get in the truck, and of course it won't start. I pop the hood, the wiring was all chewed up. So a tow truck, a repair bill, and about $1,000 later, the truck is fixed. But so began my battle with the squirrel. For some reason, he just loved that truck's wiring. So enter the Squirrelinator. Let me tell you this. This thing outdid Arnold in the Terminator. We caught that pesky rodent and deposited him at a nearby park, but that squirrel crashed our emergency budget for a short time.
You reminded me of Bill Murray from Caddyshack doing battle with the gopher, except you were battling the squirrel.
I was.
You tried a fake owl,
I did.
spraying the wires with stink spray,
I did.
and other things before you found the Squirrelinator. Pretty funny to see you going to bed at night talking about getting beat up by a little tiny squirrel. You nearly blew our emergency fund fighting for that squirrel.
I did. I was a little obsessed about the squirrel. But anyway, emergency funds can reduce your stress, they can prevent debt, and they can keep your retirement plan on track. So please, like, subscribe, share this with someone who needs a safety net or has also done battle with a pesky rodent.
Have you used your emergency fund before, or are you just getting started? Drop your story in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Here's to a week filled with new adventures, cherished memories, and boundless joy.